Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another vlog. So, as you can see, the bales are all gone. I've not sold them. I've literally just put them away in the shed just because we are kind of jumping the gun a little bit, but we're having people coming to look at the properties and all that stuff. So, they're packed away in the shed. I wanted the field clear so they can actually see what it looks like and all that stuff. Anyway, so what we're actually going to do today, that was over this week, over the past couple of days. We are today actually going to my girlfriend's parents' place, and we're going to have a look around there. And there's actually a property that I'm going to look at. I'm not buying it today. I'm not making any decisions today or this weekend, but we are going to have a look at it and see if it's maybe worth considering moving there. This is not us making a decision at all. I just want to try and get all of the information I can regarding the value of the current properties we have. The bales, for example, is going to be about $24,000 to $30,000 that we can make there. The house of this whole property will sell as one. And I'll probably include the greenhouse with that, and probably the sheep as well. Maybe not the sheep themselves, but at least the sheep pen will be included in that. And then some of the equipment will sell. So what I'm thinking, if we do this, is we keep the truck, obviously. We keep the big tractor, our tractor, and the low loader trailer. And we literally just load up onto the trailer whatever we can, which will be the tractor, maybe the baler. I kind of like the baler, but we'll see. Like, that is kind of important. The baler and maybe the mowers or something. We can maybe put maybe drive with the tractor and the baler on itself, and then put the mowers on the low loader and all that stuff. So there are some things we can do. We can figure it out. But for now, I'm going to go pick up the girlfriend, and then we're actually heading away literally right now. We promised them we'd be there by like lunchtime, so we've got to get going. It's quite a long drive. It's North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken, so it's quite far from here. So anyway, we're gonna jump in the truck. I'll go pick up the girlfriend and we'll head off. All right, so we're actually here now. We actually stopped at my girlfriend's parents' place, had lunch there. Lovely people, good to actually meet them, to be honest. And left her there, and I just want to come and have a look at two properties at this place. So I'm not exactly sure how to get there, but essentially there's two properties around the town on opposite sides of the town that are currently for sale. One has an actual house on it, which would be okay. Would be ideal, really, to get a house with the building. I think I'm going the right way. I'm not sure. There's supposed to be a bridge somewhere that I should cross, but I haven't seen one yet. Oh, there. I think I just saw it through the trees. But I don't know if this is actually how I get... Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. Cool. I am on the right way. Cool. Righto. So, essentially, we're going to have a look at the properties. Well, I'm going to have a look at the properties now. And then later on during the weekend, I'll bring my girlfriend around as well to have a look at it. There are some other places, other towns close by around the in the area that I could go have a look at. So it's not necessarily just this one, but this is a good option, I feel like. From looking at prices, I can get quite a lot for quite a little, if that makes sense. So with what we've currently got, even just selling the two fields and our current cash on hand, we will be able to buy a substantial property here. That's the house down there, it looks like, I think. Not crazy big, but similar size to what we've currently got. Maybe slightly larger. Depending on how much we're actually willing to put down. Bear in mind that obviously whatever we have left will be spent on either getting cows or sheep, or and actually, you know, setting the farm up. It won't just be, oh, just buy a nice big property and that's it, you know. So I need to think about that as well. I need to be aware that whatever money I have isn't just to be spending on the property, unless we just go arable all the way for the first maybe year or two and then change it around. This is a lovely house. What a beautiful place. And then maybe change it around. But to be honest, I don't necessarily think that's what I want to do. This is beautiful. Wow. All right, so let's have a quick look at the house. Now, it is locked. It's apparently been empty for quite a while. So I could have gotten the key, but it's weekend and the agency, the property agency is already closed. So if I came here maybe Friday or Thursday, I would have been able to see, but no. This is freaking beautiful, isn't it? Wow, this is so nice. Very beautiful view. What is that? Is that a broken bridge down there? That's pretty cool. Wow. This is lovely. I really like this. A beautiful house as well. Not crazy big, but obviously way bigger than anything we've lived in so far. So that's awesome. And then it comes with, both properties have a shed. I think it's actually a similar shed. This seemed to have been a fairly standard shed in the area. I mean, it's massive. This is really big. Like, look at the size of this thing. Whoa, it is very big. So yeah, and I don't know if the other property shed is the same size. I've got everything printed out, so I can actually look at all the numbers and all that. But to be honest, I was just kind of interested in... I want to take a chance here. No. Anyway, it would have been cool, but no, it is closed. This is all on the property as well. There's another door down there I could maybe try. I kind of doubt it, to be honest. I doubt that any of these doors would be open. Yeah, no. Okay, anyway, then with this property, we would have two fields. So this one here and that one over there. So current price of this entire property with the house and the two fields is just over $190,000. So if we sell, we've currently got quite a lot. Obviously, if we sell our fields at Westbridge Hills, we would have just enough for that. Not sure exactly how much we would get for ours, but it would be round about 60 to 70 for both fields combined. So maybe a little bit more. Actually, prices have been dropping a little bit, so it's not ideal. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I think we paid 116, 119 for the newest field, but I believe that's dropped down significantly. And yeah, it's not ideal. So everything on this side of the train track, so this field would be ours if we do buy this. This is a big field. That's not small either. This, I feel like, is a similar size to the one that's actually in front of our house currently at Westbridge Hill. Maybe even slightly bigger. Not 100% sure. And then this one is Mahusev. This is a very big field, which is good. If you think about, especially if we do cows, I don't want to be run over by the train. Oh, is that a plane? Oh yeah, that's cool. We don't see that in Westbridge Hills. There's no airport there. There's a tiny little airfield for like crop dusters and stuff, but that's it. And the train is coming. I'm going to just step into the field here. Do not want to be run over by the train. Excuse me, just had to clear my throat there. Well, I had to cough and then clear my throat. Righto. And yeah, I'm walking around this entire field. These two other fields aren't for sale yet. They're not. They're not on the website, at least. And when I spoke to the agent, they didn't seem to think that they were. So maybe one day. So it could potentially be, if you're I guess if you're able to offer enough. Anyone has a price. But to start with, this big field here is absolutely massive. We won't need much more than that one, and then a little area to put some cows down, you know? Excuse me. Sorry. Right. So, yeah, there's also the other area around the shed that is also quite large. Actually, quite a large open area there. They could maybe use as just a yard, or potentially even put the cow shed down, or the sheep, or whatever we end up deciding on. But this field is absolutely massive. It's quite a long time to walk past it. So yeah, it's a pretty big field. It's probably bigger than, probably double the size of both our fields, our current field combined. From a rough look, obviously. I'm not exactly sure. So this would all be ours. I'm not sure as to how far this bush would be ours. Up there, some of it would be, but not sure how far. And then, I mean, this is quite a large area here as well. You could put quite a large cow shed, cow pen, or sheep pen, or whatever down here, and still have enough space for a little bit of a yard. So that's quite a big field, quite a big property here for just over 190, over 100, I think it's over 190,000, might be 290. I'm not sure. I'll have a look at the papers, but right about there anyway. So yeah, very, very good. We're gonna head over to the second property now. I will probably get lost now, but I will do my best to actually find the property fine. So this is, I feel like I'm leaning towards this one. Now, obviously, I haven't seen the other one yet. I've seen photos and stuff, and there's a little bit more fields. There's 3 fields, and it's literally right around the property. It's smaller, and there's no actual house. So the problem with that is we would actually have to build a house or something, or maybe rent one in the town, which wouldn't be ideal. It's not the end of the world, but that's a possibility. And both properties are roughly the same price. I think the other one we're going to now is maybe 10k or so cheaper, but then think about the fact that we would have to spend money on actually building a house or some form of dwelling on the property, which could cost way more than 10,000. We've been lucky so far with what we've got, with what we had, but we can't always guarantee on luck, you know, or we can't always count on luck. This bridge is so cool also. I've always wanted to drive over one of these bridges. They're so old, but so cool. Right, and we go straight, and I believe we go into the main road. At some point we'll turn right. I think second large road will turn right. I'll find it. I'm sure I'll find it. But anyway, yeah, so the town itself is a lot bigger. It's a lot more of a, not an industrial town, but more of a business kind of town, not just farming. So a lot of the surrounding towns kind of feed into this one when it comes to produce and all of that stuff. So they have some factories, stuff and stuff here, which also then lends itself for us to have more business opportunities regarding selling milk, maybe even owning a spinnery at some point, or a dairy produce something at some point. So there's always more options in larger towns. The Westbridge Hills is nice. It's a lovely town, but it's just a little bit too small for, I want to say, my dreams, if that makes sense, for what I want to achieve. I initially just started out. I know you guys would remember this maybe if you were following the, is it down here? No. If you were following my journey from the very first vlog we did. Initially I just wanted to farm. I was in the military for a long time, large part of my life, and I just got to a point where I just wanted to, you know, chill out and own a farm and just kind of do my own thing, you know, and now the more I'm doing it, the more I have this desire to you know, go big. You know, I've got a bit of a drive, I guess. I think it is down here left. I think so. A lot of speed bumps in this town as well. Yes, I think it's down there. We should be going onto a dirt road at some point. A large fire department. Which makes sense. It is a lot bigger town. Yes, that's it. Okay, cool. That is the property. Right. So I believe, is it this brownfield? Okay, so it's the brownfield we see here in front of us. Which, yeah, it's this brownfield, this one here, which is part of the property. And then, ooh, quite a rough road. Wow. Okay, definitely needs some work there. We're gonna actually go pull inside and just park over here, I guess. Why not? And then the two on that side, the two small fields on over there. So the shed actually kind of looks a bit small. I should have counted the tires. Might be the same. No, I think it's pretty much the same size. And I mean, it's a large yard, but I feel like the yard's actually similar size to the other one. Oh, the gate's open. Ooh, cool. We get to go inside. Yeah, let's do it. This is a big shed. And the other one's exactly the same size. I'm fairly confident. There's a bit of a crack there. But, I mean, it's a very big shed. So, good place for, obviously, parking tractors and all that stuff, taking care of our equipment, which we will have to... apart from my girlfriend's parents who live close by, not in this actual town, just the one next over, which is close enough. It's literally like 10 miles, so it's close enough. But apart from them, I don't actually know anyone in the vicinity, in the nearby area, even in the state. So we would be completely on our own, which, to be honest, I kind of feel like is a bit refreshing. So this field, I believe, is the one, and then there should be two down here. So the sunflower one is one of them. Shouldn't be too large. It's fairly square from what I've seen on satellite pictures or Google. And then there should be another one. Yeah, and then this one. So these three fields, this one, the sunflower field, and that, I think it's cotton field. I'm not sure. Those three are included. And then there's a part of the lake as well, which, by the way, is a lovely lake. I mean, it's beautiful. Wow. Look at that. Isn't that just lovely? Or dam, sorry. This isn't actually a lake. This is a dam. I'm not 100% sure what the rules are as to what makes a dam and a lake a lake. But yeah, I mean, part of this, so this, all of these trees, this little wooded area up to, I think, around about where those rocks begin, is part of the property as well. I'm not 100% sure, but it doesn't really matter. Ultimately, as long as we have space to do everything. So if we think about, got one fairly large field that we could do grass on. And then, so let's say we go for cows. So I'm constantly referencing cows because I'm just thinking sheep don't take as much, right? Sheep just take grass or hay. Where cows, they do take just those. You can just feed them those, but it is better if you feed them actual, like, feed mix, you know? And for that, you need, I believe, silage, hay, grass, and, you know, so we need to think about all of that. And obviously we need to be able to actually place them down. So, or put the cows in a pen somewhere. And I'm thinking this one could lend itself to it if you kind of sacrifice one of the fields, maybe remove all of those trees and then do it there. But then they'd be right next to a road and right next to the lake as well. You know, if that starts flooding, if it rains a lot, I don't know if that's necessarily the best idea. Same with this one here. You'd maybe, because this dips quite low down there. You could just use part of the field, I guess, but then you're limited in size with regards to how many, you know, what kind of cow pen you do use. With the other one, I kind of feel is slightly better. This one has 3 fields, so you could, like I said, sacrifice one and still have similar arable area. This one's significantly smaller, and I feel like that one's smaller than the large one as well. That one's maybe slightly bigger than the small field, just by looking. Not 100% sure. The paperwork has got all of the details, all of the hectareages or whatever they call them, on there. So this one's significantly closer to town though, which does make it easier with that regard. That's a whole greenhouse setup there. That's massive. Wow, that's really cool. And as you can see, a significantly larger town. There's a lot of Europeans here. It's very European settle focus area. So a lot of Europeans seem to settle here because the weather, I feel like, is fairly similar to Europe. And I guess people like that. So some of the buildings and stuff look like it, and I've definitely heard some, I don't know if it was German or what it was, but I've definitely heard something driving past with my windows open earlier when I drove into the town. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to go and head back to the girlfriend's parents. So I'll probably call the vlog here. I might go around to one of the other towns in the next couple of days while we're down here, have a look at that. My girlfriend wants to move closer to her parents, which I completely get. So I want to maybe try and facilitate that for her. So I'll have a look. It might not necessarily be the closest town to them, but it might be a bit closer. And that way my girlfriend can kind of look after them. They are getting old and all that stuff. So, you know, life isn't always just about farming. Sometimes you have to have people in it as well. Kind of, unfortunately. But I'm sure you guys feel the same and you guys get what I'm saying. And I feel like if we... Let me just maybe turn off, yeah. Actually, we're quite okay. I feel like maybe if we just streamline everything and focus maybe just on the farming rather than having the dealership and you know, all of that stuff. It's a lot of fun. Like, I love business. But I have this problem spreading myself way too thin. And I feel like I can achieve a lot more if I just focus, you know? I did that in the military. I focused, got a lot of stuff done, got a lot of cool stuff done, seen a lot of cool stuff. And that wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have been able to even make it into the military if I didn't focus. You know, I had one thing in my mind. And I kind of feel like I need to do that here. I kind of feel like if I want to make farming work, I have to focus. I have to choose a direction and stick with it for a significant amount of time. And I'm quite excited. But yeah, I don't know. Obviously the decision is not just mine. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see. If I do go have a look at one of the other towns around here, I will have a look if there's any properties that sparks my interest. And if there are, and if I go look at it, I'll make another vlog about it. Otherwise, the next vlog, I'll see you guys at home. And yeah, we can discuss it then. But for now, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash the like button. Don't forget to give me your points, your insights, your point of view regarding all of this. Sometimes the value of an outside perspective is so valuable. So please do let me know what you guys think. Right, I'm gonna head off. Thank you so much. Have a good one, and I'll see you all in the next vlog. See ya.